How's it going, everyone? My name is Wilo, and today I'm doing a bit of a video where something a little bit different than I normally do, but I just want to give my opinions on what I want from the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate DLC roster. Keep in mind that I haven't played all the games of all the characters that are on my top 10, so I may not know or have a lot to say about them. I just know that they are iconic and that I know I want them in the game. Without further ado, let's get started with number 10. That's right, at my number 10 spot I have Scorpion from the Mortal Kombat series. Scorpion's debut as a video game character started out in Mortal Kombat, the very first one, all the way back in 1992. As far as I know, he has been the face of the Mortal Kombat games. It would be amazing if you were able to join the Super Smash Bros. Roster, as he is such an icon in fighting games. Now this one might be a little out of place. Taking my number 9 spot is Infernape from the Pokemon series. Now it might not make sense to have two fighting fire Pokemon characters in the game, and the likelihood of Infernape getting in is very small as he is an old generation Pokemon, but as a youngster, I love Pokemon, still love Pokemon, but Infernape was always one of those Pokemon that I thought was really cool. I mean, just look at the design of him. He's freaking awesome. Don't have much more to say about him other than he is really cool Pokemon and it would fit perfectly into the game. Doomslayer, or Doom Guy, needs no introduction, but I'm going to give him one anyways. Doom came out on the PlayStation and the SNES in 1993 and was developed by ID Software. Doom games have a good history of brutally killing your enemies in a fabulous fashion. The amount of variety that Doom Guy could have for a potential moveset is insane. The main thing holding him back is the use of guns. If I'm not mistaken, the game has to be rated M if it contains realistic looking guns. Anyways, Doom Guy is just another one of those classic characters that deserves a spot on the Smash Ultimate roster.
I think I smell a barbecue.
From here on out, I've played most or all of every other entry I want from here on out. So, Spyro. Spyro's first appearance in the game was in his own game in 1998 called Spyro the Dragon. The first 3 games were remastered this year. I haven't had a chance to play them myself, but I hope I do soon. The first Spyro game I played was Spyro Hero's Tale for the PS2. I don't think many Spyro games came out after that, other than the Skylander series. Enough about past games and backstory. I guess we can start discussing moveset potential. As I mentioned before, my knowledge of the characters from here on out are much greater. We won't discuss every type of move, but we will discuss a little bit. Dash attack would definitely be Horn Bash. Neutral B would either be similar to Bowser's or Ridley's. Up B would probably be something similar to Meta Knight's. Okay, that's probably enough for Spyro. On to the next one.
Oh, I'm getting a little winded.
Next up is Steve from Minecraft. Now this choice is very controversial in the Smash Bros. Community. Some people support it, some people totally hate it, and some wouldn't really care if it happened. I, however, actually want this. I've sunk hundreds of hours into Minecraft, maybe even thousands. Steve deserves a spot for a couple of reasons. For one, Minecraft is the best-selling video game of all time, and personally, I love the game. As for moveset, it wouldn't be that complicated. For every move, he would use different tools from Minecraft. Say for his jabs, he would bring out a sword. For his smash attacks, he would bring out a pickaxe. Up B would most likely be, like, you'd bring out a fishing rod and tether to the ledge. If Minecraft Steve does happen, I'm excited to see the creativity that the developers use. Some people may want Banjo-Kazooie or Master Chief as a Microsoft rep, but personally, I've never owned an Xbox. I've never owned a Halo game. Yes, I've played Halo 4 before, but never owned one. I've never even heard of Banjo-Kazooie since people wanted him in Smash. Here's to hoping, and here's to seeing all the tears of everyone that didn't want Steve.
Those who fall will be forgotten. Those who rise up, their names will be remembered forever.
Before we talk about why I want Doomfist, can we admire how bad A this reveal trailer is? I recommend you go back and watch it. I also hope Blizzard does another reveal in this animation style, but that might just be the weeb in me. Alright, if you don't know me, or haven't seen all my past videos, I'm a massive Overwatch fan. You might be asking yourself, why Doomfist and not Tracer, who is supposedly the main character in Overwatch? Well, there's a couple reasons. Reason 1, Doomfist is 1,000 times cooler than Tracer. The second and final reason, Doomfist's moveset in Overwatch could convert incredibly easy into Smash Bros, which we will get into right now. Doomfist's neutral B would be him charging the punch for massive knockback and damage. Side B would be Seismic Slammed, just stun I guess. Maybe even combo into Rising Uppercut, like in Overwatch. While his jab would probably just be his neutral fire, somehow. His final smash would 100% be Meteor Strike, it wouldn't make sense for anything else to be. Well, that's just a rough sketch and probably could use some tuning and whatnot, and people smarter than me could make a better moveset. Doomfist would be such a great addition into Super Smash Bros. If Blizzard had a representative, it would definitely be him. Shadow the Hedgehog takes my number 4 spot. Before we get into anything, I'm sad to report that it is impossible for him to be a playable fighter due to him being an assist trophy in the game. During pre-release for Smash Ultimate, I was so hopeful for Shadow. Shadow is Sonic's nemesis, but on occasion has teamed up with him, kinda like Meta Knight and Kirby. Shadow's first appearance was in Sonic Adventure 2. Watch my first and only episode of that game in the description. In that game, he steals a Chaos Emerald, and everyone thinks it is Sonic due to them looking very similar. 4 years after his debut, he got his own game. This game is actually rated T for teen. That is very surprising considering game series like this usually like to keep a younger audience. Shadow is known for being the edgy teen type, and while yes, his role in Sonic 2 was kinda laughable, his character evolves from edgy teen to edgy badass. Shadow is just one of those cool characters that everyone loves. As for moveset, I think he would be similar to Sonic, maybe with the use of guns and his roller skates that he used. Don't have much to say in terms of that, but let's get on to the top 3. Here we have Knight Artorias, the Abyss Walker. Artorias was one of the 4 Knights of Gwyn. Artorias single-handedly hunted the Dark Race. Well, him and his wolf Sif. The Wolf Ring gave him the ability to travel the Abyss. The Abyss became threatened by Ulasil, so it created Manus, a horrifying creature. Artorias set out to slay the beast along with Sif. Manus proved too powerful for the both of them. Manus was about to strike Sif down, but Artorias jumped in the way with his shield. This blow shattered Artorias' shield and made his left arm unusable, and the Abyss corrupted. Sif escaped, and now guards his master's grave. Fast forward thousands of years and the Abyss Watchers were created. Abyss Watchers set out to do the same thing Artorias did, battle the Abyss. The way they did this is they somehow merged their souls with Artorias himself, meaning that Artorias is technically a Lord of Cinder. Alright, I can go on all day about Dark Souls lore, but for now, let's discuss Smash. Artorias should be a rep from Dark Souls, probably because he's the most memorable boss in the series. tragic backstory, insanely entertaining boss fight, and all around just being cool. Moveset would be grounded attacks using swords, down smash would be the spin he does, side B would be the massive flip he does with his sword, up B would be the massive leap he does in the air, and his final smash would be a massive abyss explosion just like he does in the boss fight when he gets more powerful. Alrighty, now let's get to the top 2. Taking my second most wanted spot is Renesis from Metroid Prime 3. Renesis is a fellow bounty hunter of Samus recruited by the Galactic Federation to help purge the Aurora units of a virus of space pirate origin. He helped with getting generators back online after space pirates invaded Norion. He also saved Samus from a falling pit after fighting Meta Ridley. After getting infused with Phazon with Samus along with the other bounty hunters thanks to Dark Samus, Renesis' story came to a very sad end, as we will see very soon. He gets corrupted by Dark Samus and is forced to fight Samus. Here's some fun facts about Renesis. His boss fight theme is the only unique theme across all the other hunters you fight in the game. When Dark Samus takes over the other hunters, he makes the others speak. Renesis does not speak. This is most likely because Dark Samus didn't have as strong a hold on him as he did the other hunters, which makes this story even sadder. He was trying to fight Dark Samus. One last thing is the voice actor for Renesis is also the voice actor for Vegeta of the Dragon Ball Z series. Now that was a lot to cover in terms of story. Now as to why I want him in Smash. He didn't have that much screen time in Metroid Prime 3, but he is probably the coolest hunter next to Samus. He's really unique as well. His moveset will probably be along the lines of Ice Neutral for Neutral B, Ride Ice Wave for Side B, some punching and kicking for grounded attacks, while his final smash will probably be a giant ice beam. There's no exceptionally powerful move we see Renesis use. Maybe he will go hyper mode and rain down ice balls like he does in the fight. Renesis is an amazing character that is outstandingly underrated.
Too hot for a moment. Well done, Samus. But now you owe me one.
Ah, hello. You don't look hollow, far from it. I am Solaire of Astora, an adherent of the Lord of Sunlight.
Solaire of Astora is my most wanted DLC character. He's such a big name in the Dark Souls series, and no one doesn't like him. Solaire's dream was to gain the power of the sun and become a self-proclaimed god with the power. To become worthy, you need to be undead and escape the undead asylum. Together, you and him set out to fulfill the prophecy and prolong the Age of Fire. Solaire is a loyal companion to you throughout the game in jolly cooperation. Eventually, he gets driven mad with the search of his own son. You are forced to put him down, but time is confusing in Lordran. You help him defeat Gwyn so he is able to get his own son. Slayer rekindles the flame in his own world, prolonging the Age of Fire and becoming the sun, achieving his goal. Isn't Dark Souls lore intriguing? Slayer already has an amiibo, making him already the most likely to be Smash DLC. Slayer uses a Sunlight Straight Sword and a Sunlight Shield in battle. He also uses Miracles. Slayer's moveset would go something along the lines of jab, bang, 3 or 2-hit combo with his sword. Up B would probably be something similar to Marth and Lucina's. Neutral B would be Great Lightning Strike. Down B would be a counter. Over B could be like a sword lunge. His final smash would have something to do with the sun. Maybe he might even use Sunlight Spear. There you have it, folks. My top 10 most wanted DLC characters for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Before I end the video, there are a couple honorable mentions. Shrek, Cory in the House, iCarly, Barney, and the man himself, Waluigi. As for serious mentions, we have Sora from Kingdom Hearts, Dante from Devil May Cry, Bandana D from Kirby, Master Chief from Halo, Crash Bandicoot from Crash Bandicoot, and Tracer from Overwatch. Alright, I'd like to hear your guys' most wanted DLC characters. Leave a comment below. Sharing this video would mean a lot as it took almost 2 weeks of editing. That and I put it off due to being lazy and whatnot. Leaving a like rating would also be amazing. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Let me know if you want more like this, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Oh, hello there. I will stay behind to gaze at the sun. The sun is a wondrous body, like a magnificent father. If only I could be so grossly incandescent.